Alright lads, so if you haven't already seen the news just yet, Calm for Your World Round 10 featuring Mayuri, Tsukishima and Kugo are finally returning, finally making their return after like 6 or so months. In addition to that, to make this banner even more enticing, Round 9 is also making their first return since their introduction 2 weeks prior to Round 10. They're also returning at the exact same time in the same banner, and then to finish up the banner 2 with 3 extra fillers, we also have Round 1, which is pretty much just a meh banner, but Hikone definitely still holds his own way, making this banner overall a pretty decent banner. And if you are someone that is lacking these top 6 characters, I would definitely recommend maybe summoning on a banner like this if you really want them. If you are a new player that maybe just started for the 6th anniversary and has a lot of orbs to spend, I would definitely recommend going to at least step 5 to try and get your hands on one of these characters, because again, it's probably going to be a very long time before we do see them return. And the 3 that you mainly want is definitely going to be the top 3 right here, the main 3 of the banner, right? Mayuri is actually a pretty good character, one of the better technique characters in the game. Technically the only thing bringing him down is his killer, but do keep in mind he is supposed to be used in guild quests. That's where you kind of want to use him. And fun enough, he was kind of just replaced in terms of guild quests with the new Baragon, and Baragon is a better guild quest character, but overall as a character, this Mayuri is definitely a better character for normal type of content, because he comes with very good strong attacks, weakening and everything. He also allows you to farm speed drops a lot easier. He's a pretty good character, especially if you do lack him. Then we have Tsukishima. Being one of the best Brave Battle characters in the game is definitely a plus. In addition to that, compared to Jugen, for example, and also the newly released Yamamoto, I would say this Tsukishima has more usage outside of Brave Battles, making him a character that you kind of just want to have in general. I know a lot of people do use this character in Guild Quest, for example, even when you don't even have Kill Him, because he does have the Vortex, he has the boost, he also can inflict Drain, making him a pretty good Brave Battle character outside of Brave Battles, which not a lot of other characters can say. Now, he was countered by Yamamoto for the most part, but you still want him, right? Because the best team in Brave Battles right now is still pretty much the 3 Brave Battle invincibility characters, and Tsukishima is one of them. Although, if you are debating if you should go for Tsukishima or if you should go for Yamamoto, then definitely go for Yamamoto. He can pretty much collapse Tsukishima any day of the week. But having said that, you still want to get both of them for the most part. So Tsukishima still holds up to this day, and then for Kugo as well, one of the better NAD characters in the game, the best power NAD character in the game, being a range flurry character. What makes Toki Nada and Kisuke so good, and even Masaki and even Jushiro, Kugo has that. Obviously, Kugo doesn't have some of the things that they have, for example, but Kugo is still a pretty good character, definitely viable in a lot of type of content. Weak in defense makes him useful as a main runner in guild quests and also epic raids when he is a bonus. He also does unlock poise when you take him into arena, making him, again, just usable more so in arena. So I think these 3 main banner characters are definitely worth summoning for, and as I did mention, if you do lack any of these 3 characters, if you do like round 9 characters, the Dodoni, the Saruchi, and also the Charlotte, I would definitely recommend summoning. Maybe do the first 2 steps if you are a new player that for the most part, you just want to collect characters. You don't care if the character is good or bad. You want to collect as much characters as possible, especially the good ones. In this case, you have 3 amazing characters with the 3 I just talked about. You want to collect as much characters as you can to fill out certain attributes and fill out certain affiliations, just so you can tackle Senkamon when it does come back. And having more characters makes it a lot easier for you to get those 500 extra orbs every single month. And obviously with Tsukishima being a Brave Battle character, having him is going to help you get to 3rd seat. And overall, then you can start farming Extreme Curb. And then at that point, you can start farming reroll brushes to get your accessories even better, and you can hit the end game point a lot quicker compared to other people that just aren't doing it the way you're potentially doing it, right? So I would definitely recommend, especially if you are a new player, just summon on the banner, right? That's what you should be doing. Always do the first up on every single banner if you are a new player, and then banners like this that do feature 9 limited characters, by the way, it's always worth summoning for, especially if you do like everyone in the banner. Now, in addition to the main 3 characters, we do also have round 9. In my opinion, they're good collecting items, but personally, I don't see myself using any of these. And I do have Dodoni, and I do also have Charlotte. Charlotte is more of a gimmick character. He comes with an SA2 that is a debuff. His SA3 is a weakening plus weakened defense, which is one of the few characters in the game to actually do that. He is a character that can allow your team to do a lot of damage. However, as a playable character himself, as a main character, he's not that enjoyable. I'm gonna be honest. I liked his gameplay. I liked the style of the character. I thought it was pretty fun to have him in game as a playable character, right? But I'm gonna be honest, I've never really used him. Even in Guild Quest, there's just definitely better characters. But he's still nice to have whenever I do my max transcended showcases, whenever I want to do a lot of nasty damage to flex my max damage output. Charlotte is definitely someone that you do want to have. So he's a good character to have, but he isn't needed in my opinion. Saruchi at the same time, she's an Aaroniero killer, she's an Aaroniero character, and she has semi-decent strong attack. She's not bad whatsoever, you can definitely use her, but again, there's a lot of better characters out there. The place I would see myself using her is in Sankamon, but at that point, you can always just use other characters. Someone like the Scar Mask Neliel, you know, the Mind Neliel that a lot of people do hate pulling. They're essentially just the same character. Yes, this Saruchi is better, but she isn't needed entirely in my opinion. But if you are a Saruchi fan, then this is probably your best chance to get her for a very long time. And then Dodoni, the only thing he does lack is guard break, which does kind of hurt him just a tad bit. You can use him in Guild Quest, that's where he's mainly supposed to be used. But him not having a boost definitely does kill the hype for him in my opinion. But again, he's not bad whatsoever. You can definitely use him in content. He is a flurry based character with long reach, which is kind of nice, with a vortex that goes around him, which again is also nice, but he isn't entirely needed, if that kind of makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to say these three characters are bad, but you might pull them and never use them. Compared to these three characters, you will be using them. So I just want to make that just clear that yes, these three characters are nice to have. They're collector's items. You might not see yourself ever really using them unless you're forced to in a certain Senkamon floor, in which in that case you can just use someone else. After that, we have the Neliel and Grimjow. Depending on where you're at the game, you're probably never going to touch the characters. And it kind of sucks because Neliel has a very cool Night String, but she does lack Flurry, she does lack Guard Break, and that pretty much means you're never going to really use her, especially considering that we also have Kugo in the same banner. So you have two other Nad cards in this banner that you're just not going to really use if you do pull Kugo. Just do keep that in mind, right? But Neliel is a pretty fun gameplay. If you do like Nell and you don't have her, this is a good chance to get, although she will be thrown into multiple banners in the future, but still she's fun just to have regardless. She can click on it, especially if you do invest into her Transcendence. Grimjow, just pretty meh. And Ikone, as far as like mid-month characters go, because he was a mid-month banner, he's pretty good. He can definitely hold up. He has obviously started to age just a tad bit, and there are better characters out there, but if someone ever joins my lobby with a Hikone, I'm not going to close the room. I'm not going to be like, what's he doing? He's a pretty good character. Hikone, solid. Now, one thing you do need to keep in mind, however, is that it is a 4.5% pull rate, so when you do get a 5-star, you essentially have a 75% chance of that character being one of these 9 characters, and a 25% chance of that character being in the other pool, something that you don't want to pull, unfortunately. But at the very least, the guaranteed 5-star is a featured character, so if you do make it all the way to step 5, and if you are missing everyone, you are pretty much guaranteed a new character, because you will be getting someone from this featured pull rate. But other than that, the banner does drop tomorrow, and as I mentioned, it's definitely worth summoning on, depending on where you are at the game. I'm going to be doing maybe 1 or 2 multis. We'll see how it goes. I don't have the Kugon. I very much do want him, and that's pretty much all I'm missing. So maybe I'm going to limit myself to 1 or 2 multis, because I don't want to go down to 0 on a banner like this. But again, there's a lot of good value in this banner. 9 limited cards is always a good thing, even if they are just mediocre or just meh. They're always good to have. They're going to become useful at some point in time in the future, whether that's in Guild Quest, Epic Raids, maybe they're going to be useful in a future Senkamon stage. It's always nice just to have these limited characters. Let me know, though, in the comments below what you guys think about this banner, and if you are summoning, and if you are, good luck in tomorrow's summons. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.